We are going to take a look at using the text description routing method to move a 14-foot wide, 13-foot 6-inch high, 105-foot long legal load from SR 1224 in Edgecombe County to US 64 and SR 1660. We have the application data complete. Let's continue on to the routing tab. We need to start by selecting the text description option from the Define Trip drop-down list box. Next, we click the Select Trip button. Text-based trip wizard form will open. We start the routing by entering the route where we will begin our trip. In this case, we are going to start on SR 1224. The system is very flexible in the entry of route numbers. You can enter just the route number. If there is only one type of route 1224, the system will take it. You can also enter SR 1224. You can include spaces or dashes. It does not matter. If the route is a U.S. route, you can enter U or US 64. If it is a state route, you can enter an NC and the number. The text-based routing also has drop-down lists for the route fields that show all the valid options that can be selected. You can select from these lists if you do not want to type the route. The text-based routing requires that we enter a location on that starting route of SR 1224. We can select from the options that include locations such as an intersection, state border, city, county, exact mile point, or exit number. Intersections can be with state system routes and in many cases with local roads. As mentioned before, you can enter the intersecting route or select a route from the drop-down list of valid intersections. In this case, we are going to enter Edgecombe County. To do this, we select the county option and then choose Edgecombe from the drop-down list box and click Next. There are many places where SR 1224 intersects routes in Edgecombe County. That list is presented in the text-based routing wizard options dialog box. You can select the lines in the list. Each item you select will show on the map. You need to determine the crossing you want. Select that line and click the OK button. In this example, we want to start at the intersection of SR 1337. From the intersection of SR 1224 and SR 1337, we are going to travel on SR 1224 to Route 1208. The form shows we are traveling on SR 1224 and will go to the intersection of a next route. Enter SR 1208 and click Next. You will notice the map is updated to show the trip you have selected so far, and it is scrolled so the end of our current trip is in the middle of the screen. From SR 1208, we want to go to SR 1225. Enter SR 1225 and click Next. From there, we want to go to US 64. Enter US 64 and click Next. We want to end our trip on US 64 at the intersection of SR 1660. Change the Go To option to be End At. Make sure the next box is intersection of and enter SR 1616 and then click Next. The system will highlight the trip up to our ending location. It will also change the Next button to read Use Trip. We have the trip we want, so let's click Use Trip. With the trip selected, we can click the Analyze button. When we do this, the system will analyze the trip we have selected for our specific permit vehicle. The analysis should just take a few seconds. The system will come back and tell us about any routing issues, or it will tell us everything is okay and we can proceed. In this case, the analysis of the trip we want was unsuccessful. A temporary restriction was found along our desired trip. The temporary restriction that caused the failure is highlighted in red on the map. At this point, we have a couple of options. We can reset the trip and try another route, or we can submit the application for review by the permit office. For this example, we are going to submit the application.